welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to be sharing today's video with you guys. It's going to be my skincare routine, and I've been wanting to get this video up for quite a while now, so I'm very excited to finally be sharing it with you. I don't want this intro to be long because I really want to get started with the actual routine portion of this video, but there are a few things that I just wanted to say before we get started. So first up, I figured I would go ahead and let you guys know a little bit about my skin. That way you know if these products will even work for you. So just a little background on my skin. For my whole life, I've definitely been more on the dry side, not like super dry flaky or anything, but more on the dry side. And then like most people throughout the day, I do get a little bit of oil in my T-zone, but nothing drastic. My skin's overall pretty normal, but it just kind of fluctuates depending on the seasons. And then last year, around like the late spring, early summertime, I started to develop some acne, and it really caught me off guard because I had never dealt with it in my life before. So at first I really didn't know how to handle it, and at that point was when I started to really pay attention to my skincare and focus on what I was using on my face and figure out how to clear it up. So then after a little bit of trial and error, I really got my skincare routine like set in stone. I've been using all these products for probably 7 or 8 months now. It was mostly around my chin area. I still have some bumps on my chin, and then it spread up to both of my cheeks. This side still has quite a bit of scarring from it, which you will see once I take off all my makeup. I would say that my skin was at its worst in October, and then in November I was actually just so sick of everything, and since I'm somebody that tends to wear a lot of makeup, I was like, I'm done with makeup, I'm focusing on my skincare, and I went about 3.5 weeks in November wearing absolutely no makeup. I was trying to do no makeup November, but I caved in later in the month, and honestly it didn't really help my skin, but I figured it was worth a try. And then more towards like December was when I really noticed my skin clearing up, and ever since then it's just been continuously getting better. Every morning I wake up and I notice that's just a little bit more clear, and the scars are a little bit lighter. So at this point I don't really have acne anymore, but like I said, you will see that scarring. But either way, whenever I was trying to clear my acne, I wasn't really using acne fighting cleansers and moisturizers and everything, since my skin is dry at the same time. So the products that I'm using now are still the products that I was using when I was trying to clear my acne. It's just like there's a mask and a treatment and stuff that I only would use when I needed it. So I still show you guys those, but yeah. And then I don't feel like I really need to say this, but I feel like I should. So obviously I am not a dermatologist. I'm just a 19-year-old girl, and these are the products that I use on my face, but I can't guarantee that they will work for you as well. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that these products will definitely work for you and that you should go out and spend your money on them right away. You know, do your research, look them up, read reviews, and figure out if they would work for your skin, or if you do have a dermatologist, maybe talk to them before trying any of these out. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that every single one of you are going to love these products just as much as I do, but they work really well for my skin, and I really wanted to share them with you. And then the very last thing that I wanted to mention, and trust me guys, I'm trying to keep this intro as short as possible, but when I was filming this video, I was planning on doing a voiceover for it. When I was editing the video, I really like the way that it turned out without a voiceover, and like the music that I put to it is very relaxing and calming, and just like the whole vibe of the video is very like peaceful. And I feel like if I were to record a voiceover for it, it would just interrupt the entire like aesthetic that the video has. I know that sounds crazy, but that being said, I'm going to keep the video as it is. I'm just gonna have some like music playing and you guys can watch everything that I'm doing, but then in the description box I'm going to list every single product that I'm using and kind of talk a little bit about them and why I like them and when I use them, so that I can still provide that information to you guys. But like I said, I just didn't want it to be in a voiceover because I love the way that the video is without the voiceover. So make sure you check out the description box if you're looking for more information on a specific product that I'm using. I will also leave links to everything, that way you can get the exact thing that I'm using and there's no confusion with what it is. Anyways, I cannot wait for you guys to watch this video. I'm really happy with it turned out, so I'm going to shut up and get started with my skincare routine.